the heck? I'm not sure why that happened. Okay. Shows live, which is good.
Okay. Shows.
Alright. So now I can keep an eye on the chat. So basically, we're going to be working on the revising process. I've already done one page, but the first page wasn't that bad. So I figured, let's just get another one done. So basically what this revision process is we're going through each page and we're tracing over to clean up, to add a clean sketch to, you know, to make it look better. We're going to add that to some of the panels, but not all the panels. Like if it looks clean enough to me, I'll let it slide. So yeah, basically what we're going to do is we're going to trace over all these lovely ladies and add the text and stuff like that. This is going to be a very long and a very tedious process, but the process that I'm now looking forward to is the coloring process. So essentially, we're just going to be tracing over. We shouldn't have really any like struggle or anything, but I have been wrong before, so. So the entire rough version is drawn out. The entire rough version is all drawn out. Now it's just a matter of getting it all cleaned up, revised, you know, maybe adding some things along the way, maybe not keeping some things along the way. This is basically the cleanup process. So in a way, it's kind of similar to like the whole process of making a fanfic reading, because the first stage of any fanfic reading is, well, first you have to record. And I guess the whole first process of this would be drawing it, which is a long process, but not too long of a process if you get my drift. So, yeah, we're just going to be making copies of the original pages that are the rough sketches or the rough versions, and we're just basically going to go over, we're going to clean up what needs to be cleaned up, and the whole 9 yards. So, join in. Don't forget to wear a leg. It's going to be the coloring and shading part that's going to be the pain in the ass. I know it's going to be. Because it's just the most time consuming, it's the most tedious, it's just the hardest part. But right now we're just trying to make it look nice and pretty. Nice and clean. Hello, Chepa son? I recognize that name. You were in the last stream, I believe. It's been a while, so I can't exactly remember. But yeah, the entire rough version, it's done. Drawn out. So we have our storyboard, basically, all finished. Now it's just a matter of putting it together, making it look nice. So this process shouldn't take that long. It's just going to be a lot of time consumption because of the fact that's really all it needs is time. So yep, this is definitely going to be a process, but this would be the equivalent of cleaning up audio for a fanfic reading. Basically the same exact thing except in drawn form. But considering we're just tracing over what we've already drawn, yep, shouldn't be too much of a hassle. I did make a rough, like, video version of it, and so far, I think it looked pretty damn good. Like, episode 1 is definitely not going to be huge. It's just going to be a status of, or it's just going to basically be the basis of, our main characters, our main cast, things like that. So, and given I now know the extent of how much time is going to go into this. Guys, do not expect this until probably February of next year. It'll come. It's just going to take time and a lot of work. I do have some voice actors already chosen. They just don't know yet. So it's definitely going to be a fun, a little insane, but hey, I've been doing this for long enough. I should know. All right, so that'd probably be 1.5, I believe. Something like that. Yep. Oops. Okay, let's go over her arms next. Keep in mind, guys, keep in mind, guys, this is page 3, I believe. Yeah, 3. And the first draft had 22 pages. And that's probably what's going to probably be as well in the final. Just because I really feel that the rough version, doing all of those things, like, I really feel everything in it was necessary and that it all worked. So it's probably going to stay at 22 pages. There'll just be optimizations to the script and all that stuff. And that's already been adjusted on some pages. Like there was one page where I just feel that there was a little too much of a mountain of text, so I had to kind of minimize it and just kind of reword the text. Nothing that's going to affect the reading or the comic, of course, but it's definitely going to make it better. So yeah, I wouldn't expect this until February at max, because this is gonna be a ton of work. Like for one, the process that's going to definitely take the longest is definitely the coloring process. It is going to be a beach. Coloring, shading, everything is going to be a major pain in the ass. But I'm going to try and maintain when I get there at least. I mean, I guess it all just matters, or I guess it just depends on the extent of the stuff per page, literally. And sometimes there's going to be more than others. Like there's some pages that just are easy, and then there's others that are just like this one. This one has so much details. It has 3 characters. It has those things. It has that thing. Like this page took forever. That I do remember. This was a long ass page that took forever to draw. But for the most part, it was pretty average for me. It was fun. It was just a lot of time. A lot of time, a lot of struggle, you know, the casual run. But things I'm going to probably need are people who can, like, draw things I can't. I do have one person on it, but I can't put all the work on them. Hell no. So I'm definitely going to need some background artists, because certain backgrounds I can't draw. And it's only going to get probably more tricky as I go along in this comic. I did look up the difference between a manga and a comic. Yeah, this would count as a comic because it doesn't go left to right like a manga does. And it's just not, usually what a manga is. Mangas go from left to right and they're usually backwards. So, yeah, this is definitely more of a comic. I've definitely done my research. I've tried my best to, like, see what others do with comics, try different styles, like different drawing styles, different expressions, stuff like that. And that's the hardest part about making a comic for me, is just the visual. Getting the storytelling, like, to stick. Like, trying to explain things right in the storytelling aspect. That's the hardest part for me. And it is tricky. Especially when you're usually not attuned to doing comic style. But, yep, should February should be a good spot because this is going the the amount of work that's going to have to go into this is ridiculous. But from what I've heard, yeah, if you plan to do a comic, prepare for a lot because it's a lot more than just drawing pictures and stuff. Like if you want it to look good, you have to put a lot of time, a lot of dedication to make it look good. Otherwise, it's just not going to look good. So essentially what we're doing here is we're just basically cleaning it up, cleaning up some drawings that look kind of icky to me. Like there's some that I haven't even touched because they look fine. Like I know it's not like a clean drawing, but does it get the point across? Yes. Does it get the point across? And that's a lot of like doing this that I've seen is that if it gets the point across, it's good enough. Because the visual is only going to be on screen for about about maybe 2 to 3 seconds sometimes. So it doesn't really become an issue if I feel that like if I feel it gets the point across and it's only going to be on screen for about, a couple seconds or so, then there's no need to go full out. Now, if I was like doing this professionally and stuff, yes, I would be revising every single page to the full extent. But this is for YouTube. So I'm not going to give you guys half-ass shit. I'm just going to, so I don't lose my damn mind. Because, yeah, it's already been a lot of work. But sticking to one page per day, like I know I'm doing 2 pages in one day now, but that's because the first page wasn't really that much work. It just took time. That's literally all it took was just a little bit of time. My friend helped me through, so yeah, that definitely helps. All right, so what do we got going on here? Okay, I'm not too entirely sure what this is, but it's something. Oh, I think I know what it is. It's part of the horn that didn't get erased. This happens. Stuff that you don't see doesn't get erased, and it just kind of stays there forever. And that's why we have the revision stage, because then we can fix those things and make it look nice. But honestly, the hardest part with this entire process, I'm not kidding you guys, has been the character designing. Trying to figure out how to make a character look different from another without getting same face syndrome, which has happened a lot. And altogether, I feel like I've done a good job of like being able to tell the characters apart. Like I'll give some different like eyelash like styles and stuff like that. I'll give them like different styles and stuff like that just to kind of give a little bit of a difference. Like, see, she has more of like just a straight and like, one little thing at the end. While some have like the 3 triangles. For Layla, she has the like bent back kind of style. And of course, some have lipsticks, some don't. Some are taller than others, some have some bigger chests than others. Like Ashley, I did not mean to make her chest that huge, but apparently it just happened. So, yay. I guess. I mean, this is definitely not going to be for kids. No. This is going to be a very, very, like, it's not going to be for kids. None of my shit is for kids, technically. Like, this is going to be a story that is very dark. It's going to be very, very grim. It's going to be very, what's the word I'm looking for? Desolate, I guess, is the word. Like, it's going to have a constant feeling of dread. Like, grimdark, basically. How long will it be? I have no fucking clue, so do not ask me, please. With the current mapping that I have right now, it's aiming for about 9 episodes. But again, that's rough. Because what tends to happen when I start writing or when I start making a story come to life is it'll basically start to develop, my brain will start to develop new ideas, and then boom, 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 I'll like end up with a 10 like a, like, like another RTBAA situation. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, I know what's going on. That's because that's connected to that. That's why that's happening. So I can just go something like, hey, it looks the part. So, but yeah, this has been a really fun experience. And yeah, Inktober definitely did help to get past a lot of issues if I hadn't done Inktober. Because Inktober really challenged me to try different things. It challenged me to try different poses, different styles, different, like a lot of different things. And things that are definitely helping me to, you know, make this what it can be. And that's just the point. And that's just one of the biggest things that I think helped with it. Because, yeah, without Inktober, I probably would have not made it to the end of the rough version by now. Like, there's definitely been pages that have been like, I want to lose my mind, but not necessarily to the point of like impossible, and would have like, dragged me way further than I need to go. But so far, so good. We're on a good schedule. But yeah, don't I said Christmas originally. It's probably not going to happen, guys, because there's just way too much to get through. Way, way, way too much to get through. This whole process of revision is probably not going to take that long. It's probably going to take at max 2 weeks, depending on how I feel on the day that I do it and all that stuff. But yeah, when it comes to just doing these, this is going to just be a lot of tracing over, just a lot of fixes, and just making it look pretty. And that's literally what this process is going to be. Nope. The one that I'm scared of is the coloring and shading, because that's really what's going to make it look nice. And then after that, we still got to get the, like, script and all that stuff, which shouldn't take that long. But yeah, there's still a lot of work still needed to be done, because comics are a totally different kind of experience than making a fanfic reading. It's a totally different kind of experience and a totally different kind of process. But let's just say, I hope you guys enjoy when it comes out, because I'm excited for it, because this is my first like actual attempt at something that doesn't write off of a third party like MLP. It's not like, writing off of characters from MLP either. It's my own creations. It's my own story, even though the story is, something you've heard of a zillion times. But I'm going to do my best to make it as unique as I possibly can, because I'm someone who does not like when when nobody uses, when someone doesn't use like originality, like they just blatantly don't even use any originality. Hollywood in a nutshell anymore. Like, I'm someone who does their best to make something as original as possible. But sometimes that's just legitimately hard to do, and that's why things end up being a little cliche or whatever. Like, to make something unique anymore is really hard, because something's been done over a gazillion times, and to find a unique idea and to bring that idea to life without making it sound cliche, that's why you don't really see much unique ideas or whatever, because it's legit hard to come up with it's actually really hard to come up with an original idea. It's legitimately difficult. We're already making some very fast progress on Ashley, so that's good. Let's see. Okay, the hair's taken care of. Okay, now all we gotta do is the face. Just double check I got everything. Yes. still not getting this chin point correct. Okay, now her nose. Nani? But yeah, one thing I'm noticing with comics is you really don't have to be precise with everything. As long as you're 90% precise, usually people don't really give a shit. If something is like off anatomy wise or whatever, like unless you're like a humongous studio or like a very popular person that like makes these things and people expect you to be perfect, yeah, it's not going to necessarily be a big issue if I get something off. And there has been times like that. Like there's been moments where I look back on it and I'm like, oh, that's off. Oh, that's off. Oh, that's off. And my brain, considering it is a bickering piece of dog shit that just loves to constantly degrade me, yeah, when I catch something that doesn't look right, it bugs me. Like for the most part, Ashley looks fine. She looks completely natural. She doesn't, well, besides her freaking chest, that's massive. Wait, why not give her fangs? She needs fangs. Because demons have fangs. Unless she had fangs, I'm just not remembering. Okay, I think she's fully traced over, which is good. Okay. Now I turn that off, go back to here, and erase what's in this picture. And pray to God that there's nothing off. There's probably a much easier way to do this, but meh. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I'll learn as I go. Like, I'll be honest, this isn't my first time doing a comic or something like that. But, and that experience definitely did help. It definitely did help to kind of get, like, the whole comic aspect, to learn how you make comics and all that stuff. But yeah, it's still no easier than any other time you were to do it. Okay, this is actually going to be kind of tricky. I'm going to need a way smaller eraser than that. Very, very careful here. Okay. And boop, we have an Ashley. Oh, I forgot her lipstick. Whoopsies. That's okay. That's not that hard to do. So let's see. She's got a smaller mouth here, so we need to be very subtle. Nope, too much. Okay, it looks like she's got a mustache. Let's see if I were to lower the opacity to, what was it, 20%? Oh yeah, that's fine. That might actually need to be about 30% though. That looks better. Like it's basically just supposed to get the point across. Cute little demon. That's all this is supposed to be. You know, she's not cute. She's kind of a bully. Alright, what number am I on? I actually do not remember. Actually, I'll worry about that later because that's text. We're not too worried about that. Okay, let's do trace over. So this is much easier to organize. Okay, panel 1, 2. Okay, this would be 3. Next. So let's go. panel, if I could spell, 3. Boink. Add this. We'll worry about all the text layers later. Not layer, later. Okay, now onto Star. I remember I had to enlarge you a little bit because I drew you a little too small, but that's fine. She was hardest to draw because, well, her pose. Her pose is definitely the part that was the trickiest because I'd never drawn the pose where you have like a cigarette between your hands at this angle. Whoop. Not only that, the flip you off pose. You wouldn't believe it or not, that is one of the hardest poses to actually draw for the hands. It is. It's legitimately difficult. Okay, that's fine. Did I do that correct? Yes, I did. Okay. Just got to be precise and be very, very careful. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, from underneath her skirt to the outside. Okay, we should probably give her a kneecap. Yep. Then the other one should be like right here. Something like that. Okay, let's go. Another thing that I gave Star was ripped clothing because that's supposed to symbolize that she's a kind of a rebel. Like ripped clothing is usually on like people like that have a rebellious nature to them, like warriors and stuff like that, because they're always in trouble, so their clothes get ripped. Kind of the idea with Star here. You know, she's more so a spoiled brat. That's more what Star is here. More of a spoiled brat than an actual rebel, even though she does have a rebellious nature to her. Whoa, what the hell happened there? And that's what the revision process is for. Oh, I know what happened here. At the back part. You would kind of see the back part, but I don't know. Just one line at a time, guys. One line at a time. Excuse me. Not only that, she's got a little bit of her skin showing underneath, like a crop top. That's also very much like her rebellious nature. Like, Star is definitely just meant to be like a spoiled brat that doesn't give a shit about anything besides herself. Like, that's how basically her personality goes, and that's how I wrote her, so. And yes, there is a butt underneath there. It's just flat. It's also just the angle and all that stuff. Like, when I drew her, she did have a booty, so. YouTube, just art. It's not a real person. You know, I see people flipping the bird on YouTube all the time. Me included. This hand pose wasn't necessarily difficult. It was just the... Yeah, I should probably go over... Yeah, it was just the one above that was the pain in the butt. Because I'd never drawn it before, so... Of course you're going to get your difficulties. That good? Yes. Okay, let's not put that so angled. It's not how hands work. There we go. Nope. That should do the trick. Okay, let's give her some fingernails. Thought about making her fingernails long, but nah. That's not really Star's style. She's more so the rebel who constantly breaks her fingernails, so yeah. She's not a lady. No, her clothing would kind of say otherwise. Hmm. No. There we go. Okay, it's hot. Okay, what am I looking at here? Okay, so that's part of the hair that comes down. That's part of the clothing. Let me take a look at that. What do I got going on here? Oh, that's part of the hair. That's part of the hair strand. Like, I definitely know this is not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but it's definitely, you know, reminiscent of what I do normally on my channel. Horror and grimdark stuff, which is what my audience likes the most. It's just going to take a while because, well, I've never done this before, so. Okay, what am I seeing here? That should be fine. I can't really tell with the rough sketch underneath. Okay, come on. There we go. It's a little sloppy, but that's all right. Like I said, when we add color and stuff, it'll like turn into a whole thing where you won't even notice that. Like, it's amazing how fast some, like, you know, messy lines and stuff disappear just with color. The color really makes it disappear. Which is a usual relief to the artist because they're like, I don't want my mistakes to show. Let's see. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, let's do this front strand. And weirdly, I kind of accidentally based a lot of the characters off of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic characters, like their personalities and such. But I think that's just because it's relatable. Like, it's a common theme you see in a lot of like cartoons, just media in general. Like, you have your common tropes, your common personalities for characters. Yeah. Wait. Okay, that hair strand makes absolutely zero sense, but that's okay. I'm just going to ignore that. Probably needs to be more connected like that. Yeah, because it goes up, and then it would probably connect about right there. Otherwise, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense any other way. So, yeah. She's just going to have a little right there. Right there. All right, let's just keep going from her back, I guess. Oh, I forgot one of these things. The folds, I guess, is what you call these. Okay, I see some parts of the background that didn't get colored in, but that's okay. We don't really need that right now, so that's fine. Think that's her back. That's definitely her back. Like the part of your scapula that, or the part of your back that kind of connects to your neck, pretty much. Like, yeah, this is great practice for anatomy and just drawing in general. Not to mention small scale stuff to large scale stuff. Like, it's really great practice. Like, I don't recommend everybody trying, going large scale like I am for your first comic. Like, start small scale with something silly like a comic dub or something, then work large scale. Like, if you're new to it, especially. Start small to build big. As one of my favorite characters from Wuthering Waves would say. It's Carthia, right? I believe, yes. Yeah, it's when she opens a chest. Okay. Connect this to the back of her head. Like, do I definitely still struggle? Oh, yeah. I definitely still struggle a lot. Like, there are certain poses where I just want to, lose my mind and give up, but that something I learned of Inktober is if something is troubling you, walk away. Walk away, come back to it a couple hours later. Like, just take a small break to recuperate. And then when you come back, you're going to be able to spot exactly what was troubling you and why it wouldn't look right. Sometimes that's the case, sometimes not. But the majority of the time, it's pretty accurate. Because your brain sometimes just shuts off and is like, bro, I'm tired. So it doesn't function correctly, and you just can't see what's giving you the issue that you're looking for. And yeah, sometimes that just means you need to take a break. Trust me, had to do it a gazillion times with Inktober. Just to avoid burnout and exhaustion. But yeah, definitely it's helping. It definitely doing Inktober helped a lot with this. Not to mention, Return also helped to boost my confidence and knowing that I can do a really big story. Like, it's definitely not going to be as big as RTBA. God fucking no, not again, not this early. But it's going to be a story. It's going to be its own personal identity and all that stuff. It's not going to be, a half-assed thing. It's definitely going to be a story. Like, I hate when I can't come up with an idea for Halloween or something, or if I take too long of a break. It bugs me. It does. It really seriously bugs me. And that's why I'm like so apologetic, because I feel like I failed my audience pretty much. Because I've been doing this since 2016. Technically 2015, because 2015 was when I first started YouTube. But in terms of the narration stuff and all that, that started in 2016. So when I can't stay consistent, it bugs me. Oh shit, that's not her eyebrow. Eyebrow is right there. Okay, let's focus on the facial features last. Oops. But yeah, if I can give anybody advice, if you plan to do something like this, just take your time. Don't rush. And that just goes with content creation as well. Like, if you're going to be a content creator, don't rush. Don't rush. Like, if you want to get something out that's good, it's going to take time. Take your time to make it the best it can be, then release it. Don't become like what Hollywood's doing, which is half-assed bullshit that's just basically cash grabs and money pits. Do you know when the last time was that I went to see a movie in theaters, guys? It was a long ass time ago. The last time I probably saw a movie in theaters, God, I don't even remember what the movie was. I want to say it was one of the free ones that me and my mom got, which was. It was probably Breaking Dawn. It was probably Breaking Dawn, as in the Twilight Saga. It was probably Breaking Dawn Part 2 of the Twilight Saga. And it was a freebie because we have insurance that basically gave us free tickets. That was I believe that's the last time I ever went to a theater to see a movie. So, yeah, I really just don't care to go see a movie anymore because I know it's going to be bad. And I don't want to waste money on something bad when I can literally go to YouTube and probably watch something 10 times better. Like, there's so many YouTube videos where I've seen people go alternate endings and stuff, and it's 5 times better than whatever the hell Hollywood created. And that catches me so off, and that blows my mind, because here we are as a freaking YouTuber doing better than what Hollywood can, which has tens of billions of dollars to spare for something that is worthwhile. That's why these freaking Disney remakes, I'll wait until they come out and see them some other way, just to see how bad they are. The Lilo and Stitch remake is a perfect example. When I saw that they were remaking Lilo and Stitch, I can't lie, my nostalgia kind of did kick in a little bit, but the result was a horrible failure. Absolutely terrible. They took all purpose of the original movie away. The story was supposed to be about family and why family is important. Even if it's a little blue alien that is just a engine of mass destruction. That's what the movie is supposed to be about and what the lesson is. But yeah.
I locked just the bottom lock that she's got a key to. The rest of it's open, but if she knocks, let her in.
Okay. But looking at it, I'm like, this was just a fucking cash grab, and it's a disappointment. It's completely and utterly disappointing that we have gone this far to just make dog shit remakes that are dog shit. Like, that's basically the bare bones answer. They're dog shit. Absolute poop. Absolute crap that Mr. Walt Disney, if he was still alive, would cringe at. Like, Jesus Christ. How bad does it have to get before... Whoa. How bad does it... Really? I didn't say go to YouTube, you dimwit. Sorry, guys. But, yeah, that's basically my stand. I don't care to go see movies in movie theaters because I know there's a better alternative on YouTube, or that I can just see it when it comes out. Probably for free in some way. I don't care, like, to see movies anymore. Because I know they're all just garbage. And it's Hollywood basically trying to make a quick buck. So yeah, that's my mini rant on Hollywood and how it's dog shit anymore. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Connect that. Yes, yes, and yes. Why didn't I give her an eyebrow? Or an eyelash, excuse me. These ones make sense because they're so small. Oh, and her little symbol on her face, I guess. Yes, I am terrible at symmetry. Do not at me, please. Okay, I think she's pretty good to go. We don't care about the back because that's basically part of the background. Actually, you know what? No, I'll close that off. Just where it connects with the hair. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay, guys, I think our star is shining bright in the sky. Hip hip hooray. Need that trace over. Oh shit, excuse me. Let's see. Turn that off. I need to go here and I need to... Oh no. That's actually bad. Because of the background, that's a problem. Okay, what I'm gonna have to do basically is I'm just gonna have to, when she's erased, add that color in and just erase it from the eyes or whatever. It'll be good. It's gonna be kind of a convoluted way to do it, but it'll be a cleaner way. Because someone decided to put everything on a goddamn layer. I don't know why. Why did I make that decision? Because I'm new to the block, that's why. Okay. It's gonna look like a big mush. Oh shit, I forgot to do the... Oh, hang on guys, we're not done yet. It's okay. Oh, this... Okay, we're gonna have to be absolutely careful around the mouth. Okay, that's fine. That would be probably around the size of... How did I get on 28? That's probably about a 1.0, I would say. Let's see if I can do this. Am I in the right one? Yes. Let's try 1.5. Am I even doing anything? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Okay, let's try that again. Something like that. Alright. Get rid of the trace over. Okay, this little puff thing around her mouth, I need to actually be careful around that because that actually does matter. Okay, I don't know how I got that mixed up, but somehow I did. If some of the original sketch gets in there, that is absolutely fine. It's just we got to be careful around some areas. The reason I don't want to redraw the puff of smoke is because smoke is really fucking hard to draw. It's hard to... Ouch. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you guys. It's hard to just make look real. I mean, I guess like if I did it once, I could do it again. Like, do that kind of thing, but... yeah, we'll be alright. We'll get it one way or another. Can't believe we're fine there. Okay, now just our leg. Just need to get the arm. Yeah, I'm probably just going to have to erase the entire thing, just remake it. That's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It won't be that big of a deal. Alright. Now we just gotta fill the void. So what I need to do is I need to get that back. Yep, just like that. Not like that. Do this, this. And just work around it. And I know, I'm sure there's people who make comics that are watching this probably going, why is he doing it that way? Look, this is my first rodeo, okay? Technically it's not, but the first comic that I ever did was kind of... wasn't bad, it was just, you know... it was a beginner's comic, you can tell. So I want to improve, I don't want to fall back. So I'm just doing it in a way where I think it looks the best and where I can work with it. Okay, right there. Okay, did I miss anything else? I don't think so. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, I know what I can do. Just go to the white. I set the white, not the black. Just fill her in. Pretty much. This is the most convoluted way to do this, but whatever. Really. Like I said, it's not difficult, it's just a lot of time consumption to do this correctly. And we'll worry about color and all that when the time comes. But for now, we're just focusing on... Oh, okay, it is connected. I was a bit confused there for just a second. Right now, we're just kind of trying to focus on what matters and what doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Oops. Okay. Oh. Come on. Okay, not too bad. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Let's go. Okay. Now I've just got to make cigarette smoke, which is pretty difficult. But luckily not too bad. Yes, I wanted to be on that layer. I wanted to be on that layer. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's go... Something... I can't remember exactly how to do it. If I remember correct, you go to the... No. You go here. You turn down the opacity so that it looks less apparent. Okay, then just turn down how bright it is. Something like that works just fine. It works just fine. Something like that'll work just fine. Okay. Do I put that with the trace over, or do I just hold it? Yeah, I just hold it. Okay, I'm just gonna put that as smoke. Again, I don't condone smoking. That's why she's a demon. Kind of a bad omen kind of thing. Meaning they do bad things. Please do not smoke a cigarette. Do not condone and do not advertise it. Do not advise it either. Okay. Now, let's see, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, yep. Okay, so close panel 3. Now we go to panel 5. I knew this would be the longest, like, most trivial part of this entire panel. Or this page, excuse me. Just making sure I didn't miss anything on star. Oh. Nope, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yep. Oh, that's fine. Alright. Now we just do Rose. Miss Rosaline. So back down to 2.0. Go to the black. Okay, just make sure that I've got everything in the right spots. Yes. Okay. What's even funnier is that these are gonna have these characters are probably gonna have like a red like a red toned skin because they are demons. So that'll be interesting for sure to work around. But that's why I'm putting coloring as the last part of the entire equation because holy crap, is that gonna be a pain in the ass. This is just going to be a lot of time. So will the coloring, but yeah, this won't be difficult. It's just going to be a lot of time consumption because we have to trace over basically what we've already drawn. Come on. Okay. So it's just nice to stream this because, you know, then I feel someone's actually, here with me. It's just kind of a nice little comfort because it kind of sucks to just do this all by yourself in the quiet. If anything's going to drive you insane, that's what's going to do it. So having someone here, even though you guys are probably miles away, like hundreds of thousands of miles away, just feels nice. Yep. Okay. Nope. But this is only probably the page that I'm going to do because I don't want to overwork myself. I've already done one today, so I just don't want to hurt myself or overwork myself. Okay, put the back line, yep, just like that. Okay, what's the best way to go about this? I guess we just go from up to down. So yeah, there's basically 19 more pages of this to go. Some will be easier than others, some will be hard. Because there's a lot more detail on some than others. And this is one of the heavily detailed ones because there's so much characters on this page. But that makes sense. It's kind of a page that explains a lot of things like who these characters are, why they're enemies, and why they're not like friends. Stuff like that. Because this is basically the episodes that's gonna introduce everyone. Like, it's not going to be like the actual. Excuse me. It's not gonna be like the actual, like, main story. We have to establish the world, we have to establish the characters before we can actually get into the big story. And who knows, I might sell the comic or whatever. Maybe I'll sell the comic version somewhere. I don't know how, but I might. Who knows? We gotta get there first. Okay. Whoa. Okay. There's her collar. What else we got going on here? Besides the necklace. Okay, I see more of the collar right there. Something like that, yeah. This was one of the first parts of the rough that was kinda more of a rough drawing. Like, it didn't definitely match up with a lot of things. Didn't look like accurate as much as I would want it to be. But that's because there was so much to this goddamn page. Like right here, this don't make any sense. It would be more so something like that. Like it would connect more accurately. I did run a line through that, so that actually does connect to that. It could, anyway. Something like that. But yep, the main goal of this character, look attractive, look mean. Because that's basically what she is. After all, she is a succubus. So she's meant to be kind of evil. The only detail that I need to cut out is the thing atop her head, because I found out that those things only are supposed to be on characters that are kind of clumsy, naive, silly. You know, that's not Rose. Rose is more serious and mean and just straight up cruel. So yeah, definitely taking this detail off. So we're just going to kind of draw through that. Yeah, that's fine. In case you guys can tell, I really don't follow a certain like area. I just kind of go wherever my eye takes me. It all gets drawn over eventually. It all gets traced over eventually, anyways. So it's not like I'm breaking any rules. Oh, I see what happened here. Excuse me. Another tip I give to artists as well is drawing your dream girl again. That's not my dream girl. I wouldn't want this to be my dream girl. She's evil. If I were to even engage with this character, she would be straight up, yeah. She would put me into limbo and take my soul. So definitely not a character that I would want to have romantic engagements with. Or whatever. Okay. No. Yep. Okay. Okay, what the hell happened here? That's a good question. Oh, right, her hair's kind of different. Makes sense. It's supposed to be different. She's the only character with the triangle crossover thing in the center of the face. Great, now that song is stuck in my head. I can hear the TV in the front room just kind of playing Christmas music. God, I already hate it. Used to love Christmas as a kid, now I can't stand it as an adult. Okay. Horn. I see. Oh, I see how. Oh, that did not get drawn, not get traced over last time. Yeah, it doesn't match up. That's why it's not really curving correct. There we go. That'd be more what it's look like. What it looks like. Bleh. Yep, same place there. Okay, that's fine. I'm not even going to read that message. That. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a long and tedious process of putting this together. But I expected it. No project is easy. Not at all. Okay, what do we got going on here? I see one strand crossing over the other one. So let me just get that traced real quick. Nope, try that again. There we go. Nope. Okay, it's definitely not going to be perfect, but no drawing is. No drawing is. Okay. Something like that. Okay. My God, you've got a lot of details. Luckily, this is like the last big detailed thing on this page, so yeah. This is just basically the one that I was afraid of the most because these characters are definitely a lot of details. But luckily, it's just a trace over, so it's not too much work. Nope, these characters were drawn a long time ago. Okay. Yep, just ignore that thing on top of her head, because that doesn't fit her personality at all. Rose is a straight up cruel, mean, evil. Serious. She's not really a jokester or a naive or quirky person. She is a straight up just succubus. Best way to put it. Straight down. Can't. I've been doing some practices on things like anatomy in the process of making this. Like I wouldn't want to lose some of my other art skills in the process of doing this. Like this is plenty of anatomy like practice, but yeah, you don't want to lose your art skills. Let's see. Yep, that'll work just fine. Like that. No, no, no. Only to the hilt of the key. Or whatever I'm saying. Nope. Let's get that more rectangular. Yeah, like that. There we go. That looks more like a key. Okay. Yeah, let's just do the face first. Okay, mouth can come last. Let's do the eyes first. Okay, I can see a little bit of a shakiness right there, so let's just get rid of that. Like this. Come on. Thank you. Nope. Nope. I always prefer to do the text last because that's just a lot more of a process on its own, but it's not too bad. Okay. That'll definitely do it. But we need to get her eyelashes a little bit more thick. Okay. Nose next. Okay, we'll do the lipstick last because that's always a separate layer kind of thing. Excuse me. Okay, I think her head is pretty good to go. Oh. Let's get a drink real quick. Uh, okay. I feel this needs to come down a little bit. For some reason, her shoulder looks a little too high. Maybe if I can get a cleaner stroke, for God's sakes. There we go. See something I forgot. Okay, that goes underneath. Okay, right here is fine because of how the shoulder is going up, so it would pull the clothes up. So that's completely natural. How about no? Okay, let's get that a little bit more accurate. Something like that. Okay, add our folds. Yeah, that works. Okay, let's give the arms some detail. Or not details, some... You know what I mean. Anatomy. Let's come from this angle. Alright, I think all that's left is... Oh. He's still gonna need to fix. Luckily, that's not too bad. Is that connected? For the most part, yeah. Alright, let's do our other arm. For some reason, arms always give me the biggest shit. So, hopefully it looks okay. Yep. Okay, that's good. Then the thumb wouldn't even be visible. Because it's more so resting around the side or going straight back. The heck? Oh. Alright, let's give her some fingernails. Okay, lipstick. Which is easy. Not too bad. Trace over. Okay, I do remember this one giving me a little bit of issues, though. Because it's so small. It's like something like that. Now she looks just mean. Well, she is supposed to look mean, but she's also supposed to look kind of attractive. Okay, let's already opacity. That better? Alright. Now what I need to do is I need to go turn... Actually put that on there first. Turn that off. Go here. And just erase the underneath. First I need to switch to the eraser. Something like that. Oh, shit. Come on. There we go. Just got to be careful around those edges because otherwise I can erase the outline. Or outline, whatever I'm trying to say. Okay, pull up before that happens. Let's try that again. That's probably going to be close enough. Just be absolutely sure I get all this, or a good amount of it, at least. Okay. Get the trace over, boink. Take a look at her. Oh yeah, lowering that shoulder definitely was a good choice. Lowering her shoulder was definitely a good choice. Now it looks a little bit more accurate. Not perfect, but accurate. All right. Okay, let's take a look. All right, so those were our most detailed ones for sure. Let's take a look at what we're doing now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this would be 7. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, let's do the flower. Doesn't look too bad, but it's a little sloppy. No, I can see that's plain as day. Yep, that'll work. Just want to get these nice and clean rather than messy. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. Okay, that's not too bad. Ow. Jesus. Sorry there's no background music, guys. Yeah, I got copyrighted by YouTube for bullshit. So, yeah. Unfortunately, we can't have good things. Oh. Nope. Nope. That's good. That's... Nope. Something like that. Alright, now the fun part, the middle section. Because it's a circle. Nope. Oh, I'm upside down. That's fine. That is fine. Alright, let's go back. Trace over. Okay, let's see. Now I need to go back to here. Oh, I need to turn the trace over first. There we go. And just erase it. Bye-bye, flower. Bye-bye. I knew that wouldn't be too big. Same thing with this star coming up, because all I did for this star was basically drew something along the lines of like that, and then just configured it to look nice. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we need to go to panel 8, excuse me. Folder. Okay. Oh, yeah, you can definitely see the lines. But from a distance, right, you can't see that. Okay, let's see. I could really go easy and just straight line it, but that's alright. Mm-mm. Oh, I hate symmetry. It's so annoying. I guess we'll see how it looks when it's fully drawn, right? Yep. definitely not perfect, I can tell you that. But that's okay. Doesn't have to be. Has to just get the point across. Yeah, it looks like it's like laying on a surface or something, which is fine. It doesn't need to be like 100% perfect. Okay, there's our trace over. I knew this one would be hard at all. Very simple stuff. Boink. We're not even done yet, guys. We're not even done yet. We still got to do the text and stuff. Which is just about like configuring into place and figuring things out. It's not that difficult. Whoop, I forgot the number. There we go. Really? Q. Okay, now the key. It's a key. Okay, it's basically the same ordeal as with the circle. You know, that's just a very slow process of getting it correct. Nope. Okay. That's a case where we can actually go over the line. Okay. Very nice. Just trying to get this a little bit more accurate. It's off a little bit, but it's alright. It'll work. It'll suffice. Let's go one line at a time here. Because these teeth are kind of supposed to be jagged. They're not supposed to be straight or curved. There we go. It's supposed to be a oh my god. It's supposed to be a skeleton key, so it's not supposed to be like, you know, your average key. It's supposed to be a skeleton key. Okay. We definitely got a problem. Okay, I don't understand why that's happening, but okay. Like I've stated a gazillion times, symmetry is not my thing. Excuse me. Yeah, for some reason this is... It'd be more like right there. Much better. Okay. There's our trace over. Okay, turn the trace over off, go back to here. Get rid of the underside of it, or the rough version of it. Gonna have to be careful around these outer posts, or whatever they are, frames. Okay. Trace over. Alright, lastly, what's her face? Brina. So this one shouldn't be too shabby. Not select opacity, you dimwit. There was a lot of panels on this page. Holy crap. Okay. Or, oh, that's 11. That's 11. Not 10. 11. Alright. Nope. Nope. God, no. Oh my god. It's getting close to food time because I'm getting shaky. Nope, try that again. Nope, try that again. Oh, for the fuck's sakes. There we go. Just gonna have to do something like this. Okay. I did that right, correct? Yes. Nope, let's try and get the, like, it's going in there a lot more accurately. Okay. Okay. Gonna have to go a little bit more thin right there. Maybe. There we go. That looks more like a hair strand. Actually even with the head. Unless there's a message there that I can't see. Message. I can't tell if Chepa is responding to River King or if there's a message that somehow didn't get put in. Or that I can't see for some reason. Ouch. Let's see. That could technically just count as one. Yeah, that's fine. Something like that. Nope. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's all the ones on her back. Now I gotta do the ones towards the shoulders. Little sloppy, but that's alright. Nobody's gonna be looking at the microscopic, like, eyes or anything. Unless they're just an art snob that want to try and make my day bad. Nice. Good. Good. Oh, shit. What is that? Oh, it must be just her neck or something. Hang on a second. What actually is that? I actually don't know. I have no idea what that is. Okay, so... Okay, that's interesting. It's got to be part of the neck. Yeah, because there's the toilet. That's got to be the neck. Has to be. Then her dangling chest here with some action lines, or whatever they're called. And lastly, Mr. Toilet. Let me try and... this a little bit more accurate. Did I miss anything? Not the... Oh, almost forgot the toilet rim here. Okay, that is a trace over. Oh, that hurts. Mr. Sparrow, this is the new Mellow Point species called what? Milla Fies and Milla Things? The egg is hatching season. Have you the fuck? You're gonna have to reiterate on that one because I have no idea. I've kind of been out of touch with My Little Pony. I've just been kind of doing my own thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still into My Little Pony. I just don't have the need. I just don't want. I just don't. What's the word? I just don't have like a desire to do My Little Pony content, if you get my drift. Still enjoy the show, still love the characters. Like, MLPG4 changed my life. So, yeah, I owe it everything to that show for my career right now. It's what's led me to this, pretty much. Oh, blue light, that means that the battery is below, I believe, 50% or something like that. Okay. Just gotta be careful not to erase the outline, the outer edge. Okay. It'll all connect to that area anyway, so I'm not too worried about those being abnormal by any means. There we go. Okay, add the trace over, doink. All right, so all of the traces that we needed to do are done. Now we just need to add the text. So for that, I need to actually use my phone to figure out what goes where. Okay. All right, so that would be panel 1. All right. Open that. Now it's just all down to text, which we do manually. Okay. I guess it really doesn't matter for font here, as long as it's just decent, I guess. Let's do this one. No, 14, 14, 14. There. Is that too small? Yeah, let's increase that size just a tiny bit. About right there. It's say. Oh. So now we've got to sort around a little bit. So we need to make another folder on top of this one called panel 2. Because the majority of the ones I didn't do, really, were all text layers. Like just straight text. Okay. Alright. Now it's just about sorting and typing. I think I'm going to do this to the left. I need to actually zoom out a little bit. Oh yeah, that's going to have to be way, way smaller than that. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Excuse me. Small enough. Can I get a keyboard, please? Looks full you. Okay. So don't let from let. But don't let her looks fool you. She's far from it. Terror. Stick a knife in your back the first chance. Maybe. She'd. Can I fit she'd? Nope. Oh, wait, hang on. I do have a little bit of space. Whoop. That was close. Let's see if I can move this back just a little bit. No, I think I'm just going to move that down. If I can get this to behave. Okay. Alright. Now I need to go to the one with star on it, which was 1, 2, 3. Let's see, tracer. I need to go like this. Yeah, okay. because I need a text layer here anyways. So that would be 16. 6 dot. It'd be way bigger than that. Okay. Now let's bring that down to about 26 or so. Oh, we don't want to put this on this layer. We want to put this on panel 4. Oh. So I can't see anybody right now because I have to use a reference. So I can't see chat right now. So if anybody is talking, I'm sorry, I can't see you at the moment. Okay. Yep. Oh. Star. Okay. The word bitch. Okay, let me see something. Let's lower the size of the text. That right there. Back to text. So from literally, drop the word bitch in a nutshell. Pleasant to be around. It's away with practical murder. And exists only to make, make others miserable. Can I fit that? Barely. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to lower the size again. Whoa, what the fuck? Down. Yep, that'll work. That'll work just fine. If I can get my fucking pen to work. God, what annoying. Okay, now we need to make a 18th. Okay, so that would be panel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be 5. So make a new layer. We're still on text. Okay. 18. Okay, the size needs to be bigger. Perfect. Okay, then down here we need to make another panel. So panel 6. Add folder. Yep. All right. Oh shit. Okay. Where's the... Okay. Okay. Let's get that just a little bit more nice. Worst of the 3. Yeah, that text is definitely going to have to go down a little bit, but that's okay. Something like that probably works fine. Let's go 29. Okay, worst of the 3. Nope, just going to drop that. Constantly on the prowl. Whoops. Exploits her praise. That would be that. She exploits her praise weaknesses and twists them not great, you dipstick. What the fuck? Why did it do that? That's weird. And twist them to her advantage. That's probably best. Advantage. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to lower the size just a little bit. Perfect. She looks cute, but don't let her looks fool you. She's far from it, and more fucking terror that'd stick a knife in your back the first chance she'd get. A two-faced bitch. Star of a creature that literally a creature that's literally the embodiment of the word bitch in a nutshell. Unpleasant to be around, gets away with practically murder, and exists only to make others miserable. Then there's her, Rose, the worst of the 3 that acts like a predator constantly on the prowl. She exploits her prey's weaknesses and twists them to her advantage. like a crooked, like a sinister serpent. Yep, that'll work. Right. Okay. Oh, I forgot to add the fucking hell. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I need to actually make another text, and I need to go 19. I'm actually gonna put that up here. That looks better. Okay. So now what I need to do is I need to actually go back to the ones. Like this one. That's star, right? I believe so. Okay, I need to go. Ah, there you are. Okay. Let's see, I need a 17 there. I'll just stick that up in the corner. Perfect. Okay, now I need to go back to Ashley. That's not it. There you are. Oh, for fuck's sake. And that would be 15. We'll just stick it up here, just kind of keep it nice and tidy. Okay. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. Alright, now I just gotta add some to the other layers. So let's... Okay. We are on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm probably going to move the text to another area of flower. A flower. Okay, now I need another thing. So that'd be 20. Oh, gee, Christmas. Let me actually increase that size just a little bit. Same thing here. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Oh, I'm making the mistake. Whoops. That'd be 20... No, that would be panel 8. Okay. spell. Star. Oops. Go figure. Let's put that in the center. Okay, then I need a number. 21. Something like that. Now let's move that over here. And then the key. So that'd be on 9, I believe. Yes. I need to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, that definitely needs to be bigger. Really? Something like that. Okay. Hello. Thank you. 22. Please and thank you. Oh my god. Thank you. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Okay. That should be fine. Alright, so now I need to make another layer for panel 10. And there we go. Okay. Close that for now. Okay, I kind of want to switch up the text here. I can do that later if it's a problem. Okay. Let's put this up here. Infamous. Okay, let's put that right there. Whoop. Demonic trio. Okay, the size of the text actually needs to go down. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, go away. Nobody. If they mean lower the size more. Let me actually change the font to something maybe, I don't know. Oh, shit. Okay, I apologize, but YouTube just decided to implode on itself. I think for the most part, we're done. Except for, I don't like the black background of the one on the bottom. It just looks a little too repetitive for my liking. So I could go maybe with a, I don't know, a red, because it kind of implies bad. That'd be panel here, yep. Let's just experiment. That could work. It's different, I guess. Oh, I forgot to put the things on. The numbers. Nobody is. Okay, that is here, so I need to go here. And I need to go to text. I need to boink. That would be 23. Where is it located? It's probably gonna have to go up here. Something like that. Then we need to go to the 11th panel. Here. And that would be 24. Yep. So I apologize, guys. YouTube just loves to be a buggy motherfucker when it wants to be. I don't know when the stream crashed, but I guess it is what it is, right? Make that just a tiny bit bigger. There we go. So yeah, not entirely my fault. Not entirely my fault, guys. YouTube loves to just be a punk when it wants to be. Okay, where did that go? It was right here. I want to see if maybe... Can I, hang on a second. Isn't there a way that you can add like a shadow? Background. That's what I'm looking for. Style. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, I believe there's a way you can do it, but I'm not too entirely sure. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay. Then what I would have to do there is I would have to go something like this. Yeah, shut up. And I'd have to add a drop shadow, pretty much. So what I could do is go something like that on a black background, but that still doesn't look good. It's just an idea. Just an idea we're throwing out there. Okay, then let me try that with like one of these layers. Because I can still turn that on and off, right? Yes, I can. Right there. All right, let's see what happens if I were to put like a white color on the back. Hmm. Ooh, the red I like. I like the red. I really like that red. That's actually really cool. And it also sticks to like exactly what she's implying here. So I feel like that's actually a really good idea. Whoops. Yep, do the same thing. Yeah, that definitely adds a lot more to it. It gives it a lot more like what's the word I'm looking for? Not character, but I guess punctuation would be the right word for it. Because she's basically saying these characters are like the worst thing in the world. So that actually does kind of fit very well. There's still a lot left to do, but altogether, I think that actually looks really fucking good. Okay, let's bring this up to full opacity. Yeah, that looks really good. I like the red background for the for the text. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. It looks better than what it was. Like by far, it looks better than it was. But coloring and all that stuff, that'll come later. We aren't worried about getting that perfect right now. Right now, we're just going over tracing and fixing what needs to be fixed, making it nice and clean. And I think that's enough for one day. So we're going to call it there. Even though YouTube decided to just straight up just crash the entire thing. I know it wasn't a very long stream, but that's because I knew this wouldn't take that long. But having you guys with me is actually really nice. It helps to make the process go way faster, way more productive, and doesn't drive me to the point of insanity. But hey, 2 pages, one day, that's pretty good. So yeah, uh, it all depends on how I feel, honestly. I may get back to this tomorrow, but I don't know. It all depends on how I feel, guys. But I guess we'll see. All I can say is look forward to this probably coming out next year. I know I said Christmas, but guys, there's a lot of shit still left to do. Especially if it's going to be a fully colored thing. If it's going to be fully colored, it's going to take for a long time. So yeah, thank you all for joining me. Sorry about YouTube just randomly crashing out of nowhere, but not my fault. And yeah, I'll see y'all later, and happy horrors until the next time.